It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got the Bengals' creative quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win.
And now,
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options. It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He's the owner of the third most rushing touchdowns league-wide.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go in Cincinnati. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest. Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
And this one doesn't go far. Gets them those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now. Here's Herbert. Irving hauls it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Herbert on first down. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Throwing on first is Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Herbert to throw once more. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Herbert once more. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Bengals and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see, currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
From the 24. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He'll get this one to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll be right back to Cincinnati after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's Robinson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Bengals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got to stop it. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, Herbert rolling into enemy territory. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's caught at the 4. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out! And the fumble recovery is made. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains out. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. This one finds Irving.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Herbert throwing again. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Hauled in left side. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defense.
Down, and he sends this one flying. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself. The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up, he cost him it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Irving here from the gun. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throwing now from the gun. It is Kupp, left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. From the 39. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll throw it yet again. Getting out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. We've reached the break. The Bucks visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League.
Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Buccaneers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Herbert now. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And now the Bengals have it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They motion the tight end over. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved the touchdown more.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To throw here on first down. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Robinson up the middle. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll throw on first. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now. Herbert from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. To throw, Herbert. He's got it over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Herbert. Catch made over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down. Hauled in left side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A toss now to Robinson. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the run, and we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Buccaneers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Irving on the inside give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 20. We're only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Pass play now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And that one's caught. To add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. So the turnover ends in 8 points on the board. A very advantageous spot to make the call and go for 2.
I like it. In fact, I like it a lot. Those defenders, they were just sitting over there on the sidelines, and then boom, they got to get on the field. They just kind of scrambled their brains, didn't they? Took advantage of it, and as you said, didn't settle for 7. Oh, no. We're going to step on the accelerator and put 8 on the board.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. That one's complete, right side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just a...
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing deep for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like the primetime lights have blinded him here tonight. It's been a real rough showing for him as we're seeing here, Brock, a lot of plays that he's going to want back. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Buccaneers on their way to their 3rd win of the year. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 20-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they face the daunting task of taking on the defending champs at home, but wasn't too much of a challenge for them as they leave here with a win. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.